Today I've got a really fun video for you planned. I am not in the barn, as you can see, but today I'm going to be making horse treats. It's the holidays here, and I thought I could make my horses something really delicious that I know they're going to enjoy. Even if it's not the holidays where you're at, these are treats your horses are going to love. They're so easy to make, really simple recipes, and they are healthy for your horse, all natural ingredients, no sugar added. So let's take a look at the 3 different treats we're going to be making. First is toasted apple cinnamon. Then we have date delight. And lastly, carrot crunch. So here's all 3 of the treats we're going to be making. We're going to start with date delight. We'll need bananas, dates, oat flour, rolled oats, some vanilla, and some salt. I'm going to leave all of the recipes for these treats in a PDF down below. We're going to use organic pitted dates, 1 cup, and I'm going to put them into this bowl. I'm going to be making all the batter for these treats first, and then at the end of this video, I'm going to bake them all. Once I've got my cup of dates filled up, I'm going to put it into my bowl, take it over to the sink, check that I've got some warm water, and then fill up the bowl until the dates are completely covered. Then I'm going to set them aside to soak for 15 minutes. Once my timer goes off, I'm going to drain the water out of the bowl. And at this point, your dates should be nice and soft. So this step really helps to make sure that your dates are able to mix into your batter really nicely. So next I'm going to chop up my dates. Just chopping them up into really small little pieces here so they mix in. And then I'm going to put them aside in my bowl so they're all ready to go. So here I've got all the ingredients laid out. We're going to start with our rolled oats. And I'm going to add 1 cup of rolled oats, 1/2 cup oat flour, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon vanilla, a half of a banana. And the banana is going to help to stick everything together, so really important part. And our dates. Then I'm going to mix everything together until we get a nice consistency. So here's the consistency we're looking for, and now it is ready for the oven. Next, we're going to make our toasted apple cinnamon. So we need applesauce, cinnamon, bananas, oat flour, rolled oats, vanilla, and some salt. So we're going to start with our rolled oats. We need 1 1/3 cup. Next, we're going to put in 1 cup of oat flour. And then 1/2 cup of applesauce. This is unsweetened applesauce. It's going to help to make the treats a nice appley flavor. Once I've put in my applesauce, the next thing I'm going to do is put in some cinnamon. And cinnamon has some wonderful benefits for helping regulate your horse's blood sugar. And it just smells amazing and really makes the treat so much more delicious. So I'm adding 2½ teaspoons of cinnamon. One teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of vanilla, and a half of a banana to help stick everything together. And here's the consistency we're looking for. Now we're ready to put it in the oven. Next, we're going to make our carrot crunch. We need applesauce, carrots, bananas, oats, and oat flour. We're also going to need a little bit of salt. So here I'm going to start with my carrots. I'm going to have freshly grated organic carrots. Grating the carrots can be a little bit of a pain, but once you get them all grated, they look so beautiful. Look at that rich orange color, really pretty. I'm going to be using 1/2 cup, and you can also use chopped up carrots, but grated carrots I find just mix so nice, so I prefer to use them. And then I'm going to use 1 cup of rolled oats. One cup of oat flour. One-half banana. I'm going to put 1/4 applesauce. One teaspoon salt. And a 1/2 cup of the shredded carrots. So I'm mixing it all up. It's a little bit messy, but I'm going to keep mixing it up until I get it to this nice consistency. And now it is ready to go in the oven. So I'm going to take all my treats and be baking them next. I'm going to preheat the oven to 350. I'm going to use 1 tablespoon to put all my cookies onto a nonstick tray, stick them in the oven, and set the timer for 12 minutes. Once the 12 minutes is up, I'm going to take them out and flip all the cookies over so that I can cook them through to have a nice consistency. So once all the treats have been flipped over, I'm going to put them back into the oven and set the timer for 5 minutes. So there we have it, some delicious horse treats. So we have our Date Delight here. We have our Carrot Crunch, which are these ones. And then we have our Apple Cinnamon Toast. So which one of these treats is going to be your horse's favorite? Well, obviously it's going to depend on the horse, but I have a really fun video coming up next week, and I'm going to be working with 3 horses that you know from this channel. I'm going to be working with Legend, Harley, and Meg, and I'm going to be seeing which treat they choose to be their favorite. If you're watching this during the holidays, I hope you stay safe and well and have a wonderful time. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.